Hey guys, Mr. Shank 335 here, and this is the weapons that I would use in a zombie apocalypse or a chemical apocalypse, any kind of apocalypse that you can come up with. These are the weapons that I would use. So the first one I made is a Tomahawk, and what I did is, as you can see, Tomahawk, right? Pretty rough form. It's, you know, it's not decorative or anything, but right now it's a axe handle with an axe head that I bought in Jackman, you know. So right now, you know, getting it fashioned this summer, obviously put the time and effort into it a little bit more. Right now it's just something I'm throwing together and getting some ideas. So anyway, yeah, Tomahawk. Use to chop down trees for your shelter and things like that. I have to keep the video short, otherwise last time the other video almost didn't go to YouTube. So anyway, that's one of the weapons that I would use, is a Tomahawk, and like I said, it's in the process of being made. Hopefully you guys really like it. Leave some comments down below what you think, you know, if the Tomahawk would be useful in apocalypse. Also, trusty, like I said, you always have to have some sort of cutting utensil, and the last one was a knife that I had made. Well, this knife I had bought, but yeah, I like it because it's smaller, it can fit in your pocket, and it's definitely something that you'd want to have on you, is the pocket knife. And it's got a, you know, it's got zombies on it, you know, and a finger ring, but it's this is not, you know, this is not a stiletto or anything like that. It's a spring-assisted thumb knife, okay? And you got the little eagle claw and stuff, and your finger can fit right through there, right? Yeah, you need that. I mean, that's not going to come out of your hand too quickly. So, you know, you can also spin it around, put it onto your pinky, you know. So it makes it a really good fighting utensil and cutting utensil. Do whittling to make traps and things like that. So, yeah, there's a pocket knife you definitely would want on you. So the other thing that I wanted to show is that in every kind of like zombie apocalypse, or almost any kind of apocalypse, you know, you can think of, everybody has always got the classic machete, okay? So I couldn't make these videos and not have a machete in it. So anyway, I want to show you. The brand name is on the other side, and like I said, I don't know the logistics of showing other people's merchandise. So anyway, this is the sheath, you know, and the machete didn't actually come in the sheath. A lot of you guys may know, you know, this sheath and what the machete it fits. Didn't do good. I bought this machete for a few dollars. My wife did, for a Christmas present, and this thing has been the best machete I have ever had. So this is my apocalypse machete, my zombie apocalypse machete, and as you can see, this is like a usable machete. As you can tell, it's very, very rusted, very worn, very sharp, and I also took the time to sharpen up the end. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I took the time to sharpen up the end and just kind of make some of these grooves in here, you know, for sawing action or whatever. But in the summertime, I want to make some videos showcasing just how well this machete cuts and how sharp it actually is. And, you know, it's very flexible, but once it flexes, it doesn't bend and stay that shape, not unless you really aggressively bend it. But yeah, so if you were in a zombie apocalypse, I would suggest finding yourself a machete, and one that isn't gonna like cave or crack or bend or break. So yeah, there's another one of my tools and weapons. So finally, I showcased my 40 cal pistol, my Taurus, and you know, you got to have some other backup weapon. You got to have your main weapon. Your pistol is your sidearm, and that's when you run out of ammunition for your main weapon. In a lot of these apocalyptic movies with the dead in it, you know, a lot of people carry around a shotgun. So I don't personally have a 12 gauge pump action shotgun or a semi-auto. I have a single fire rabbit 20 gauge, and I guess you would call that a break gun, maybe. Leave the comments in the in below and tell me what the actual name of this thing is. But anyway, it's a 20 gauge single shot, and that right there, even though it's a single shot, I would also like to have something that the bullet pattern is going to spread out and take a few more than maybe one or two. You know, there's no choke on it, so the spread, by the time it gets like maybe, you know, less than 10 feet, you know, the spread will be somewhere around in this neighborhood, and then zombies that are behind it, they're going to catch it in the face too. So anyway, yeah, this is another weapon that I would have on me if I was in a zombie apocalypse. Good thing to think about. So I also want to recap on the phone. Like in my last video, I said the cell phone would be very handy, and a lot of people came up with some good comments. You know, if everything is down, what good is a cell phone? Well, I also just want to say that the cell phone can also be useful, but you can charge it off car batteries. You know, you cut the wires, you fit it to a car battery. There's 100 different ways to keep this thing running. Your service, you're not going to be able to call anybody. And, you know, like I said in the last video, you got to come to terms with it. There's nobody out there to call anyway. And there's no one to operate satellites and all that. So your cell phone is also very useful, and it can be charged off a car battery, charged off gas generators. There's an endless possibility, you know. There's even study where people use fruit and potatoes and make a current. Now, even though that's really small, what else are you going to have to do? Maybe a lot of your days you're going to be like, you know, down in some sort of little, you know, your little hideaway, and you can't really move. I mean, if you can get potatoes to put a current through this to charge the battery, and it takes you 3 days. In those 3 days, you know, all you got to do is just gather up your supplies, you know. So anyway, rambling. But anyway, the cell phone is still useful because there is still multiple ways to charge it. And I should have explained it in the last video. But yet again, car battery, gas-powered generators, a lot of it, you know, you can also find electric motors. You know, basically you get them hand started and it takes over from there and it creates a current. So yeah, anyway, cell phone. So I want to thank you guys. I just looked and I had like 68 views and I have 7 subscribers. To a lot of people out there, that's, you know, that does YouTube, that's probably not very big. But for the small little fan base that I have, and the people that has looked at my videos, and the people that have subscribed, I just want to say thank you very much. And for somebody that's getting started out, it may not be anything big to somebody, you know, that's high up there in YouTube, but for us little guys, we really want to say thank you guys for subscribing. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and leave some comments down below of what you think about the video, the things that I could add into my arsenal. And I really want to say thank you guys, and have a great day. Bye.